What have been the developments in the last few hours?
Well, India said that it has conducted military strikes in Pakistan, and Pakistan, on the other hand, said that they have downed 5 Indian fighter jet planes, and this is an escalation of the two nuclear-armed nations. The tensions have been simmering for the last few days, ever since 26 people were killed in an attack in Indian-administered Kashmir, and since then, this was something that we were anticipating for a very long time. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had vowed to retaliate. He had said that the perpetrators of this crime will be punished, and that's exactly what India has done. In fact, in the early hours of Wednesday, India said that they had hit 9 military targets, but they said that this was a very precise and restrained action from India's end. As far as Pakistan is concerned, they have said that if India, escalates the situation, they will not back down. They will look to retaliate. This is really a lot of tough talk that we're seeing from both the sides. In fact, various global leaders have also reached out to both India and Pakistan, including top leaders from the US and Russia, asking both the countries to show some restraint, look for a dialogue, and look for a peaceful solution to this crisis. Having said that, remember, as I said, these tensions have been simmering for a very long time. We did see tit-for-tat measures from both ends, with the expulsion of diplomats, the scrapping of the decades-old water-sharing treaty, as well as and closure of airspaces. So this is something that we're keeping a very close watch on. Today we had the Indian Prime Minister chairing a cabinet committee on security meeting. On the Pakistan side, we also saw the National Security Committee meeting as well. So the tempers are really flaring up on both sides at the moment.
It also comes at a very delicate time politically for India, Ruchi, as they try to engage in U.S. talks over trade, over fears of what tariffs might do to the U.S. economy. What is the economic outlook if we do see some sort of escalation in this conflict?
Oh, absolutely. This has not come in at a good time at all, not only for India, but also for Pakistan. For India, for example, we're in the midst of trade talks with the US. India just concluded the free trade agreement with the UK just yesterday, and its economy as well is not growing at the kind of 8% levels that we saw in the last few years. In fact, growth this year is set to be just about 6.5%, though India will still be one of the fastest growing economies in the world, but growth is slowing down. Expansion is slowing down, and that is a big worry for India. On the other hand, for Pakistan, the nation that was just coming out of the crisis after it almost averted a default in 2023, we're seeing the IMF board will be taking up the loan of almost $2.5 billion for Pakistan on the 9th of May. So the timing for both the countries could not have, couldn't have been good. Having said that, there is a serious risk that if this escalates further, then there's going to be an economic cost that both the countries will have to bear.